guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using the Jen Hadfield DIY Home papers. Right here I am showing you this Quick Cuts die cut border that I had used to cut out 2 strips that I am going to use on my background. And I do end up using this ivory inlay paper right here. I have held on to this paper for a little bit because it is so pretty, and I kind of wanted to cut it and I kind of didn't, and it ends up going on my background, so it has been used and it is beautiful. So right here I'm cutting out this horizontal strip. I think it's probably about 3 inches, maybe a little bit more in width, and I'm trying to decide if I wanted to put this in the center of the page or if I want to put it over to the right or over to the left. And I decided to go with just the center. I did not measure it. It is just eyeballed, and right here looking at it, it looks like it could be maybe a 1/4 inch further to the right than it is to the left. So it's not truly centered. So I went ahead and cut those little strips out of that mint paper, and as you saw, I just tried to put them down and they were a little too skinny. I did not like how that looked. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a bigger piece and put the border strip down on top of that. It looks much better. And there you go. At first, I thought I was going to use that gingham side of that border punch. It just looked not good. So I went ahead and flipped it over. The opposite side of that page is that navy blue. It has a very faint blue pattern on it, a lighter blue pattern, kind of almost a gray pattern on the back, and it looks a lot better. So I hadn't glued anything down on the background yet, but I went ahead and started pulling out my embellishments, trying to see what I might like to use. I did previously, before I had started filming, did fussy cut out these flowers, and I also had punched out that circle right there. It says Be Happy. It has a flower on it. And I am going to cut away in a minute to glue down the background, and I'm also going to show you this right here. It is the Branch Bark Prima Chalk ink, and I am going to ink all the edges of my embellishments with that ink. I do not ink any of the papers on the background with it. I don't know why I didn't. I guess I just didn't think to do it. So I'm back, and I'm going to go ahead and start laying down all of my embellishments. That is a frame. It says Love on it, and that did come in the collection. Most of the embellishments I use were embellishments that were either cut out of one of the papers or they did come in the collection. So on this layout, I am going to pop a lot of different things up on foam tape. As you saw, I did put that picture up on foam tape. This circle right here that says Be Happy, I am putting it up on foam tape. After I tuck those flowers in there and glue them down, I will tuck some foam tape under the edges of those flowers to give them a little bit of a pop. That circle right there says Love, and that was from one of the papers. I think it was from the cut apart sheet, and I just punched it out with a 2-inch punch, and I think I just inked the edges of them, or of it. So right there, I just put some more foam tape down. Here, this flower, you see that little spiky thing hanging out the side of that flower? Yeah, I just now trimmed it off. So I have to re-ink that flower where I trimmed the spiky part off and put it back down. But that spiky part, I do reuse it over on the left side of the page at the top of the flower clusters. I'm going to go ahead and put my title down. I'm not sure what these thickers are. I know they are thickers. They were in the box with this collection, so I don't know if they are the thickers that were being sold with the collection or not. They're just basic glitter thickers. Not sure the font, but they look nice. My title is Family of 4. This is a photo of my sister and her 3 daughters. I did not do any journaling on this. The daughter that's over on the left is Tasha, and I will probably send this layout to her because I have a couple more to send her, and I don't want to send her, I want to make sure I have an even amount to send her so I can just fill up the 12 by 12 page protectors when I send them to her. If you saw there, I went ahead and pulled out some wood veneers, I do end up using the heartwood veneer, and I put it down there by Love. I played around with a couple more because I wanted that wood veneer to be tied in, but I didn't like any of them. And then if you look at it, it is tied in with that background. You don't really need, I didn't need any more of it because that background's already the same tone as it. I think it looks great. I'm going to go ahead and glue down this ampersand. I do end up fussy cutting out another flower and a heart, which I'm putting right there. And then I pull out these sequins that I had received in a D-stash, and I put those down. They are, some are white and some are clear, and some of them are a little bit iridescent. And that's all I do to this layout. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.